Hello everyone, I hope you're well. My name is Demi. We're going to hop right into the reading. So I kept hearing Lenormand. So we're using two of my Lenormand decks that I have to do this reading here. Just going to get some quick collective messages for you guys. But I kept hearing that word and they were showing me these decks. So this is what we're going to do. So what do the collective most need to hear right now, Spirit? What do the collective most need to hear right now? I'm hearing ringing in my ear. In my right ear, I'm hearing ringing. You guys could be hearing ringing and you know that you're getting some like really intense downloads and codes from the Most High right now. It's like you're literally feeling the downloads and the information coming from the Most High through into your crown and then into your being, and you're really putting it down and you're integrating it. I feel like you've really been taking heed on the messages that you've been getting from the universe, from the divine. We have here. You have the moon. Yeah, exactly this. And it's like what's unknown is becoming known. Because obviously the moon is about the unknown and mystery, secrets, illumination. But what is unknown is becoming known. They keep repeating it. This could be a mantra that you say to yourself. Maybe you've been saying, what's unknown, become known. What's unknown, become known. So you could be noticing like people around you, their intentions and their masks, if they're wearing any, are really falling off. You're just seeing people in situations for what it is. And you're really in the present moment. I feel like I'm tuning into somebody who's very, very grounded. You're very rooted in earth. You could be a very down-to-earth person. Laid back, chilled. That's what I'm hearing, those words there. Laid back, chilled person. We have here a bridge. There's two bridges. I'm staring at number 38. Maybe you guys are this age, but I'm seeing two bridges. And it's like you're on the lookout. It also looks like a watchtower. Like you would stand here and look out, but you're on the lookout. I feel like you guys up here and you're looking down this bridge here and you see how it's smaller. You're like, how do I get over there? Maybe I can just fly or just like hop on down or teleport. You're like, how do I get over here without the most work? So a lot of you are doing research in how you can work smarter, not harder. So you could be research, whatever trade it is, whatever industry you are in, you're researching. You're like, how can I get here quicker? How can I do this smarter without putting all of this blood, sweat and tears? Because you've already done that along this bridge here. And you're now moving to this shorter bridge where it's going to bring you like bigger and better blessings, I'm hearing. Even though it's like less work, it's bigger and better blessings. Because it's God's work. It's something to do with God's work. So maybe you're switching your career up from like a 9 to 5 and you're moving towards entrepreneurship, which is in service to other people. I heard a charity, a non-profit. So maybe you guys as well, you're researching how to seriously open up your own non-profit charity. Maybe you already do this, particularly with like homelessness and food banks. I'm being shown of food banks. We have here two swans. So you guys could be in a divine counterpart with someone, or you are working with someone in like a platonic friendship connection, but you work very well together when it comes to your creative endeavors and when it comes to the work you're doing. So you could be doing this. You could be wanting to start your own charity with a friend, with someone that you trust and you really do adore, love and respect. It's very, very mutual. This is a soulmate. If it's not a divine counterpart, it's like romantic. It would be platonic. We also have here snake and rolling the dice. Yeah. Any snakes that are sniffing around in the grass around you, firstly, I feel like I need to burp then. Maybe some of you guys just burped and I don't actually have that feeling. It just came over me. But some of you, you've got loads of snakes around you, but you're seeing who they are. And Spirit are like, they're stupid. They're calling these snakes and these people slithering around in the grass stupid. This is your ancestors. They're like, come on, we can see you. We're bigger than you. We're in the spirit realm. They're just like using their foot and they're like stamping on them. That's what's happening. To your spirit guides are really on it when it comes to anyone slithering around in the grass. I heard slithering. That's a house from Harry Potter. That came through for some reason, slithering. But you were rolling the dice. You're taking a gamble and you're taking a risk and it's paying off. I feel like some of you have already done this risk and it's been paying off and it's bringing in money in abundance now. Not only that, but you're helping other people. You've always wanted to do this. You've always wanted to be seen in that light. I'm hearing the true light, the light that you really are. So maybe people from your past, like in your neighborhood, your family, they could have known a certain version of yourself and they wanted to keep seeing and knowing that version of yourself, but you kept growing, you kept bettering yourself, you kept coming into your light and getting closer and closer to your soul and to the Most High God, and that they're refusing to see that version of you. That's what it is. It's very weird. They're like trying to project this old person of who you were and maybe the mistakes you made. They're trying to see that and they want other people to see that. So maybe people are going around whispering about you, trying to get other people to turn on you and join them and slither around in the grass. I heard glass. What else, Spirit? And now I'm hearing Cinderella, and you know she has the glass slipper. The glass shoe, the glass slipper. I'm hearing Cinderella, and I said glass, but I'm supposed to say grass. So that could be significant for somebody. I'm also now just staring at the number 7. So you could be repeating 7s everywhere. Obviously 7s is a very spiritual number. It's connected to spiritual enlightenment. So you've really been on your game when it comes to your spiritual enlightenment. There's people around you who don't like it. They wanted to see you fall off. Or maybe to them in their warped reality of how they're looking at you, you have fallen off and you're not this person you say you are. And it's like, it's strange. It's really weird tapping into it, and I don't want to tap into it. What else, Spirit? And I'm staring at the watchtowers again on this bridge here. You see these little huts with the window with the watchtower, so you are being watched. You got a lot of people looking at you. You are being watched. And when you go out and about, you're probably noticing that people are staring at you. And you know they stare right in your face like complete strangers. And then you're like walking past them. They just follow you as you walk past. It's like that. Just very strange energy that's going on around you guys at present. We got another 7 down here. So again, you could be seeing 7s everywhere. We got the mice. So this is it. It's like people around you who are acting like this. Like scavengers. And they want your cheese. They see you've got a whole slab of cheese and they want a piece of your cheese, but they don't get it unless you choose to share it. But it's like even certain people that you would choose to share it with because you're a generous person. God's like, no, your ancestors are like, absolutely not. So it's why certain people are being made to watch you come into this abundance, watch you eat this cheese, but they're not allowed any. I've been shown Bruce, the scene from Bruce and Matilda when he's on the stage and he's eating all the chocolate cake. And they're like, you can do it, Bruce. You can do it, Bruce. This is your ancestor. You're eating the cheese and this is your ancestors like, you can do it, you can do it. They're like, don't share, don't share. And there's these people over here who look like snakes, who got the snake eyes, the jealousy eyes, the envy eyes. They're like, just give us a slice, just give us a bit. But you're not allowed to. You want to in your heart, but you're not allowed to because they have to bring themselves up. They have to come into their power. They have to sort their life out. I heard these people have to sort their life out. We have the polar bear here. I'm taking this as the projection. I meant to say protection. See, people are really projecting onto you and maybe they're like attacking your throats, and maybe you do something where you're in the public eye, you use your voice or you use your written words, and maybe you're writers, and this, because when people attack your throat, it's going to attack as well how you communicate. Anything to do with communication. This is what people are trying to attacking you and getting you to kind of be either frozen, get you to be stuck and still and frozen in this space. But you're not supposed to be frozen in time and space. You're supposed to keep moving and keep heading towards your better timeline, which you are doing. You are protected by your ancestors, by your spiritual court, very heavily protected right now. It's really weird, the energies that are around you, the energies that people are coming at you with. So do keep your prayers up. And when you want to visualize a holy golden light whenever you leave your house, or whatever you know you're going to have to be around these people. So maybe when it's at work, or maybe it's like family members that you constantly see, you're not necessarily going to cut off. Because again, we're in this spiritual warfare. So the devil is going to speak through certain people and move through certain people who aren't as connected to the Most High God. Because it's easy for him to move through them, right? This is what's going to happen. It's not necessarily the humans' fault or the people's fault. It is in terms of them not doing the inner work and being connected to God, but they're not going to know that the devil is talking through them. They're not going to know that the devil is moving through them. Remember, we're in a spiritual warfare, and he's going to use those closest to you. The dark force is going to use those closest to you to get to you. Because obviously them speaking for a stranger, you're going to be like, fuck off. A stranger's not going to get to you the same way a family member is, or someone that's close to you that you love. Just keep swimming. Nemo. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. That's what I'm hearing. And look what we've got at the bottom here. The key. You are the key to yourself. And you are in the middle of this self-mastery. It's very, very powerful. So you're in the middle of a breakthrough. You've either like just had the breakthrough, it's about to be coming. We have hit... It's come out again, so it wants to be here. You are your key. You are the key. You could be in your 30s. So I'm starting at the 38 before, now I'm starting at the 33. You could be in your 30s. And it was always supposed to happen at this time. It's divine time now for you to be experiencing this breakthrough, because you've stuck to your guns and you've taken heed on what God was been asking you to do for a while. You could have been on this journey for a while, like a good decade. You could have always faced this adversity and had people being like, that's not going to work. Or do you really believe that you're ever going to achieve this? Blah, blah, blah. Just putting their 2 cents in, the unsolicited advice that you didn't ask for. You just kept going, kept your head down, kept going, kept that tunnel vision, kept heading towards the light, to the sun, to the Most High God. And you're about to be handed this key. And this key isn't this colour. I'm seeing a beautiful golden key. It's made of light. It's made of holy light. God's light. He's handing it to you. And you're going to be able to walk through this door that only you can get through because you hold this key. And this key is connected to your frequency. Which is why these other people can't go with you, because they have to get themselves up to that frequency to be able to walk through that door. To go through that portal. To hold that key. What else, Spirit? This one. We have the two hearts. So you have a lot of love and admiration as well, not just from these, a lot of just the weirdos that got their eyes on you. You've got a lot of love from people who have their eyes on you. They really love what you were doing, particularly what a lot of you have always dreamt of doing for your community, to do with poverty and homelessness. Like, you hate seeing people kind of like begging on their knees for scraps. You're like, they're a human being. There's a whole soul in there. They're worth more. They're just forgotten. They don't see this divinity. They don't remember who they are because they've been broken down. You understand because you see from the higher perspective. You know that people have been broken down. You know that people have been abused and belittled, and they didn't have that willpower and that strength to get up, because we've all got different willpower. We've all got different purposes. So you're that voice for the voiceless. You're that one who's going to bring people back home to themselves, to their heart, because the heart is Christ consciousness. The heart is the middle path. This is what you're here for, and you're leading by example. So when other people have seen where you've come from and who you are now, they're like, oh, they can do it. That means I can do it. And you're like, exactly. That's what you want people to see. I did it. You can do it too. We're all human on journeys to our blooming. We have a ship here. So you're headed to brighter horizons, and you see all this storm and all this crashing, all these waves. You've been through you've been through those rough waters. But this is where people like were used to you, or there's something about your energy when you were in these rough waters. This is what these people were used to. So this is where they want you to be. Because this is who they understand when you had all these waves crashing up against you and you were like almost drowning and suffocating. This is who these people know and understand. Maybe because they're in that same place. It was just that you were familiar then. They could reach you then. They had access to you then. When you're heading towards the calmer waters, towards the brighter horizons, they don't know you there. They don't know your energy there. Because it's unknown. It's a newer version of yourself. It's a higher timeline. It's a higher frequency. So it kind of is rubbing up against the demons. It's rubbing up against the devil that's moving through them. That's what it is. Like Spirit is saying, they have to keep reminding humanity at present that we are in a spiritual warfare and we're at the peak of the battle. There is a lot of weirdness and strange energies going around. We have flowers. So you are receiving your flowers and spiritual inheritance. I noticed it was 1212 on the clock. So you could be seeing the angel number 1212 everywhere. And like in mirrored numbers, you could also be seeing like 1221, things like that. That's what's coming through. But obviously 2s and 1s are significant. But you are receiving your flowers. It's like confirmation. Your spiritual inheritance is coming in because it's about time. It's about divine time. Maybe this is what you're going to be saying to yourself when it all comes in. When all these blessings come in. Because I feel like they're all going to be coming in at once. You know, they say things happen in threes. I feel like they're all going to be coming in at once. It's going to be different for all of you. There's a 9 here, so this is that end of a cycle, and we're in the year of the 9 of the snakes. All the snakes are being removed. There's going to be a lot of endings. So if people are being removed from your life, let them go. Do not hold on. Let them go. Again, you got the bear, you got that protection. You had the polar bear, and now you've got the brown bear here. So you are very heavily protected by your ancestors and by your spiritual court, particularly divine feminine energy around you. Very, very heavily around you at present. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been dreaming of different like goddesses. I'm seeing Goddess Bridget, and she will assist you with your creative expression and sparking that divine holy light that exists within you at your core. She's assisting you in sparking this and your creativity, because I do believe you're coming together with someone, whether romantic or platonic, and you're going to be creating something beautiful that is going to benefit the whole, benefit humanity, assist like your community and your neighbors, the people around you. I do believe for a lot of you it's going to be some sort of charity that's going to assist people who are having to rely on food banks, having to rely on charities just to get by and just to receive their basic human necessities. That's what's coming through. And this is what disgusts you in this world. And I'm hearing about capitalism. You could be really disgusted by capitalism because you're like, it's not working. It's only benefiting the few. It isn't working. And you want to help people get back up onto their knees, come into their heart. They're pointing to their hearts again. Come into their heart, into unity, togetherness, working together, because 2 are better than 1. You want to bring communities and people together, particularly people from different walks of life, different cultures, different races, different ages. You want to bring people together because you know how powerful that is. And you guys are going to be coming in, meeting a lot of your soul family, a lot of your soul tribe. And they're going to have this energy towards you and you them. It's going to be very, very mutual. You're going to be very, like, protective of each other. Did you want any other decks? Because they were just saying Lenormand, no. But we're going to get a poem to close out. And then a divine door. So can I get a poem to close out this message, please, Spirit? For the collective. Can I get a poem to close out the message for this collective? You guys could have noticed that your communication was not just being psychically attacked, but we have just been in a Mercury retrograde. I forgot when it's coming. It might have just ended, but we do have the shadow period. So you could feel like your throat chakra, your communication is still being attacked. They want you to know that's what's going on. That's what it is. And they're saying for some of you to do pay attention to the planetary alignments, to know what's going on with the planets and with the moon and how it's all lining up. Because I feel like you guys, it is affecting you. Maybe in the past, this sort of thing, never forget... You see? I can't even speak at all. I can't even get my words out. Maybe in the past, this never affected any of you guys, and now it is, and you're noticing, you're like, what the hell is going on? It's because the frequency of the planet is moving on up. We're awakening. And when it comes to this awakening, you realize how much we are the earth, but we're also the stars, and we're also the other planets, and we're also the moon and the sun. And this all affects us. What's going on up there affects us down here. As above, so below. As within, so without. We have here angels' delight, roses in sight, winged messengers, the sounds of time, Egyptian eyes, I've seen you before, but it's so much more than just surface level. The pebble is thrown, a ripple is known. Angelic drones lead both souls home to one another. The dove's wings flutter. An embrace is imminent. Pull the red thread. You couldn't dream up what lies ahead. There's a lot of divine unions coming together, but also a lot of people from different soul tribes. They're showing me different. They're just showing me like Earth. And like lighting up with different countries and people coming together from these countries. So people from like all over the world, you're about to be meeting more of your soul family. You're going to be meeting your family, but from the soul, from the stars, I'm hearing. Everybody's coming together into union. But there's going to be particularly a lot of divine unions happening because it's divine time. And the atmosphere and the frequency of humanity and of Mother Earth is of the right. They're saying the right stuff. The atmosphere is made up of the right stuff. And now I'm being shown chemtrails and they're just being blown. There's like an ancestor face in the sky and it's got like a straw. It looks like some sort of stuff. They're like blowing through it and they're blowing all the chemtrails and they're just kind of like evaporating away. That's what they're showing me. And they want me to repeat, you couldn't dream up what lies ahead. We're going to get a divine door. What else, Spirit? I heard relentless. I do feel like the attack on somebody's throat chakra right now is relentless. And you need to stay prayed up and do some meditation, healing work on your throat chakra. Like if you go to like a Reiki healer. But I believe it's better for you to be doing it yourself. Particularly whoever I'm tuning into, you're very, very powerful and you're very grounded. It's better for you to be doing it on yourself, to lay hands on yourself. You know when people lay hands on you and they pray for you? Lay hands on yourself. Do it on your throat. What else, Spirit? Can I get a divine door, please, to close out this message for the collective? One divine door. What do they most need to hear right now? What do they most need to hear right now? Thank you. We have sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Pass this card on. I'm just staring at the pass this card on. So that's just that confirmation. You see this sun, you see this brighter horizon that you're on your way to, and you have the key to because God has handed it to you now. This is what you're going to lead other people towards the sun, towards Christ, home. You are going to lead other people home through your examples to keep going. Don't pay any mind or any attention to all these snakes that are slithering around in the grass. Again, I'm hearing slithering. All these snakes that are coming up against you. And I do believe like Harry Potter's enemy, what was his name? The boy with the blonde hair, with the white hair. Was it Draco? I don't know. I can't remember. But his enemy, the guy who was like jealous and envious of him because of his gift, because of his anointing. Jealous because of his anointing, the love from his mother. That's what he was always against him for and attacking him for and trying to get him in trouble for. They're saying pay it no minds because they're stamping out the threat. I just see them like, your ancestors, they're just like stamping on all of these snakes. This is why they were saying, I don't know why they bother. They're just stupid. They're just stamping on them. So they've got no chance. Keep heading towards the sun and you are leading other people there. That's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there and I'll see you in another video.